You mean yesterday?
Yes, I had to drive out to Lithonia, so I forgot I had put, you know how SPY had gone up? So I had put to buy a small contract because I knew it would eventually try to come back down. But I was checking for like a couple hours and it did not buy. And I never realized it bought. And it bought, and I went to like almost 100% in profit, but I didn't know. I didn't
Oh,
see it
wow.
until the end of the day.
So you made money by accident.
Yeah,
Good
no,
morning.
I
Good
didn't come
morning, Wanda.
Good morning. I didn't come out because I didn't know I was in. So I only saw it like late yesterday so I'm still in, but towards apparently power hour, they had a run up. So I was like $7 out of the money. And so I'm hoping to get out today.
Oh, wow. We'll take a look and see what it looks like this morning. Okay.
Which stock was that, Ruth?
That was SPY. I was just saying I didn't know I had bought it. I didn't know.
I thought, was it Apple or SPY?
No, I made money in Apple, but I did not know I had bought that SPY contract. I
And
didn't
it was
know
a put? Ew.
it was a put, yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it.
Can't believe that. I would have been happy if I had seen it.
All right. So. Okay, guys, this is the higher time frame. So this is the weekly. So this here, if we close above this level on Friday, this is an official breakout. So remember I said 443 is the new support. So
Yeah.
as long as 443 holds as the new support by this Friday and it can maintain this level here, you can see it's a breakout. Because if we close above this level, it's a breakout. This is your first resistance, which is about 449, and then you got the 455 area. So now this is your top right here. So these are the three levels that we'll be looking at.
All right.
455, 450, 443. That's kind of where we're at currently right now here. Let's see where we're at on the daily. Okay, so we closed on this high here. This is 446. Yeah, we're higher. Okay, so we just hit a high of 447.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Yeah, because we're coming up to this resistance point, this 449.
I figured it would touch that 449 thing.
Yeah, it's coming up on it. 1 hour, but we're very above though.
Yeah, I was about to say, but I know when it hits that 449, it's about to come down for a little while.
Yeah, we're very close. It'll come back down. And these are the levels that it's kind of like going back and forth between right now. And like I said, as long as we can hold this 443, it is an official breakout for the weekly. I mean, we did open up above it here on the daily, but we need to hold it. And that's why I said this area just needs to, this 443 now needs to hold because this is the new support.
And even if it breaks 449, it will come back down to test it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To test 443. Yeah, because we could possibly consolidate in between these zones.
No, I meant even if it breaks 449 with catalyst today, even if let's say it blows through 449 like with a $6 move or something like that,
Yeah.
it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back down to 449 to test it. So
definitely.
Oh, you mean if they break it?
Yeah, if they break through it. Yeah, because they got catalyst at 8:30.
Yeah. I'm going to show you guys the what I'm looking at right now, just real fast. This is my this is what I'm looking at for like my targets and stuff like that. So this here is this is a screenshot, guys. So this here is this is the 454 right here. I believe this level is I should have wrote down the levels here. This is the 437 here, and this is like 420. So this is the top, and this is the middle, which would be like your your first support from this this chart here,
Mhm.
which is like 437. And you guys know we had to stay above that 437 in order to like maintain this. And then
Right.
down here is about 420. 417 is a little bit below, but then this is the 420 area. So this is the targets here that like I'm eyeing. Anyway, just wanted to show you guys that.
Yes.
All right, so
Nice.
and so here we're opening up a little bit above here. So they hit a high of 447, we closed at 446. So if we open up higher, you know, it's signs that we're going to keep going. If we open up lower, it's signs that we want to take it back down. But right now, like the 1 hour is very, very overbought, but the 4 hour does show that they still have more momentum. But you know, during breakouts, we can be overbought for a long time.
Yes,
This
yes.
is the sign that we are becoming exhausted, which we're coming up on resistance, you know, and these lower time frames have to also like recalculate and come down and pull back and all that other stuff too. But we're very strong. We're very strong right now. Like these, yeah, it's tough.
It's a beast.
Yep. And let's look at SQQQ because I know they fell below that support. See, they're down here.
For them.
Yeah, that's they closed below this level here yesterday, and that was 18.23. They're 18.06, so they're hitting new lows. Yeah, they're 1805. They're hitting new lows. So this is a sign that they're going to keep hitting new lows until they reverse. Let me see what the 1 hour looks. Yeah, this
Is that a gap there to fill? I saw it on
what,
top.
right here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but it's, let me see, 1821, 1837. Yeah, 1804. See, they're hitting new lows. Normally when you hit new lows, and that's why I said that's a sign like falling below support, hitting new lows. It's just new lows, new lows. Their new resistance now is here. So we're going to take this off, this off.
Wow.
And it's new lows at this point. So
I wonder how low can that go, man?
They're so far from the moving average from that 200. Is that a 200 moving average?
yeah.
Wow.
So, and then of course,
London,
below here, we got,
I'm sorry.
I was saying falling below here, we're gonna have to recalculate. Right now, this is the areas because I can only use these because these are new lows now. So there's no other data besides these little bit of movements here. So this is all I can really use to recalculate.
Yeah.
You can see here, it's literally nothing below here. This is the lowest that it's been. So just recalculating it based on the ATR and how it moves, but this is your new resistance. If they fall below this level, then yeah, so they're really weak right now. And they're also very oversold, but the way they're hitting new lows, like it doesn't even matter at this point. Yeah, they just moved a little bit. Let me look at SPY because SPY must have just did a little move up. Yeah, they're not too much, but yeah, you can even see they're creating, even though they're overbought. Listen, look at this, man. They're still creating bullish patterns. They want to keep going. They're strong. That's why, very strong. I think they're coming up on that resistance. So I think they're going to hit that 449 area.
Wow.
Yeah, they want to go. Let's look at Apple. And that's the thing, even though that we're really overbought right now, like it's still, because we're so strong right now, it doesn't matter. They can go overbought for some time. Apple's coming up on this area right here. And I said if we close the weekly above 190, it signs they want to hold here. Because this is a pole, this is a flag. But if we fell below this support here, we did touch the support of 188.2 here. And of course, we're waiting on Apple to pull back, but we really got to confirm it because if they close above the 190, they're still holding right now. I mean, they still got to push past this 191, which is the resistance on Apple in order to create new highs. But we just kind of got to watch them. But for Apple, like Apple needs to pull back at some point. But even if they create this bullish flag and break out of it, they could pull back with SPY. So we just kind of got to wait and see what they want to do here. And are they gonna maintain this support level here and keep holding this area and break out of it? Or are we gonna fall below? Because if they fall below 180, this is the area we're holding, 187.48. If we fall below it, then it's signs that we want to go ahead and pull back now. But if they hold, like, you know what I mean, they're just really strong, and you can see they held this support. And we've created these zones with Apple, like even before they started like coming back up. We've seen them pulling back here when it was up here. Doom, doom, came down here. And you could see they're literally hitting these points, the high, and then they fell below this support. They touched the second one, came back up to the resistance, rejected it, came back down here again, held it, but it fell through. Here's the support, back up to the resistance again, rejection, back down to support. Now they're breaking through the first resistance and they're coming up on the second. So that's just how they're moving right now.
I'm looking at SoFi, which is a tech stock, SOFI.
SOF, yeah. Okay, we'll take a look at them.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting in on a pullback.
Okay, yeah, we'll take a look at it. This is crazy, man. Like Apple's now they're moving with SPY too.
Oh,
Like this year, yeah, they're moving with SPY right now. All right, let's look at SoFi. Were you trying to do a small swing on them?
Yeah, I'm trying to do a small swing on a pullback with SoFi.
Resistance. Oh, they're at that 200 MA. Okay. That's an acting point as resistance right here. This is support. This is a flag. The thing is, I can see the resistance here, but they're strong because it could be a break. So we have to be careful. So you see how it hit this high of 1023 here, came back down, and it's rejecting this wall. But the thing is, remember, after a few rejections, we have to be careful because we could break at any time. So it's had a few rejections already. So I can see what you're looking at because this is a resistance area, like of where it's at right now. But let's look at the 1 hour. Yeah,
I want to do a call. I think they're gonna, like you said, I think they're strong.
You said you want to do a call?
Yeah, I want to do a call, but I'm waiting on a small pullback so I could get in for a call.
Oh,
okay, got you.
I'm so mad with Sophie. Made me lose half my money. After I sold finally at a loss, it just started running.
Yeah, I used to trade this stock too. It's been a while though. Let me remove this here.
Because it's so strong. It's like any pullbacks, buyers are buying.
But I had the stock and I had it for like over a year and it was just sinking. So.
What's the ATR on Sophie? Anybody know?
Not really. I wasn't trading it as an option, so
yeah.
I could probably try to look it up. Let me see.
8.44 to 8.76. And then 8.76 to 9.11. And that's what I'm looking at, because see, they've been trading in between these zones here. They are very strong though. This is like a W they're creating. This was like a W, but you could see they're rejecting, but they're very strong. They're above the 200 MA here. They're above the 200 MA on the 1 hour. This was the first support, and this is the second support. But here, this is where they're holding the 200 MA right here. And it seems like since they had that burst right here, they want to hold it, because they were below it before when they were doing that pullback. Then they got back above it, but it rejected this level here. And then they got below it. Now they're back above it again. Came here down. This is the support. Instead of it being here now, it's the support. So if they can hold and maintain this level, but the thing is, they got to break out of here. This wall here is the wall that you got to get above. See, rejection, rejection, rejection. And before it was rejecting, it was holding it as support. This is, and you can see here all previous movement. They've been having a hard time getting past this wall here. But if you look at the weekly, they're on a flag. So that's why I said, oh shit, but they could be breaking out, but you got to be careful, because this is your 200 MA. You could see it rejected here. This is the last resistance point that I said. This is here on the lower time frames. You can see it needs to push past. This is the breakout. So this is a flag. And remember, flags will consolidate between resistance and support until it breaks out. So with Sophie, we're kind of at a resistance right now, but it's very strong, because it's creating that bullish flag. We just don't know when this breakout is going to occur. And that's kind of where they're at right now. They're right here on top of it.
The ATR is 54 cents.
54 cents. So yeah, we're about right on the money there.
Very small, right?
Yeah, we're about on the money. All right. So yeah, that's the thing with Sophie. Just be careful, because if we break above this area here, then that's signs that we're gonna keep creating new highs. Because remember, once the breakout occurs, new highs will occur. That's like with SPY yesterday, right? When we broke above 443, we're all of a sudden seeing 444, 445, 446, and then we get 447, right? That's what happens when you get the breakout. You get those new highs rapidly, right?
Yes.
And same thing with falling below support, like with SQQQ, new low, new low, new low, new low, right? And so as soon as they break out of this resistance level, you'll start to see new highs if it's a real breakout. But at this level here, you just got to be careful, because they're very strong. Huh? Did you say something?
Yeah. Thank you. No, I agree.
Said something. All right, let's see what Tesla's doing right now, because Tesla is also a driver.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still consolidating between these three levels here.
Wow.
And you can see they're kind of like the push and pull. It's crazy, because I haven't even been on Tesla in a little bit, but these levels, they're not, since they broke out. See, this was the breakout, the flag, then they came back above, and they're kind of consolidating between these levels. But if they fall below this, you can see the gap right here. The gap is 261 point. I'm going to look at it on the lower times. This is 261.1. So they got to hold this, but it looks like it might be some sellers over here with Tesla. Damn, that's down here. That's at the 200 MA. So I'm sorry, wrong one. That's right here, 261.83. And that's that gap. But they got to hold. This was yesterday's candle. 271.73. This is now new support. Sheesh. Hold on. Let's take this off. And that's the gap to here. Okay, so they closed yesterday at 271.9. Okay, so they're at 274 now. So they closed here, 271.9 in this area. And now they're here. So opening up above this level here today. If they do, they might take it here. If not, they're probably going to take it back down to the 200 MA. Let's look at their indicator. Yeah, they're a little strong here. Yeah, the market's moving right now. Everything is moving right now. Let's look at Google.
It's a good time to be in the market.
Yeah, everything's moving, especially if you held last night. But the thing is, we're all coming up on resistance. Look at this. This is the resistance with Google. This is the lines. This is the little this is the fib. All right. So, and you can see out here it was support, resistance, 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 resistance. But guys, like a lot of these stocks I'm seeing here is that these resistance points that we're coming up on, we've been rejecting quite a few times, like previously. So with the amount of strength that's coming in, it looks like these areas are going to want to break. And I've seen that on Google. What other one did we see where Sophie was coming up on a resistance level that was a flag on the higher time frames, and it kept rejecting on the lower time frames, but like several times prior. So even though these stocks are coming up on resistance points, they look very healthy, like they're ready to break out. But we are oversold though. That's the thing. Like on the 1 hour, I noticed that with several stocks, and it was one other I was looking at that was very overbought too. It was SPY. So we're coming up on these resistance area. We are like overbought on the hourly on some of them, because this is what I'm noticing, because I try to look at like a lot of like similarities, right? So we're overbought on the hourly, but we're very strong. Like the way they're coming up, they're coming back like in full force.
Right.
So it could be either way today. Like we could reject these resistance levels here, or we can break through them. And again, if we break through them, it's high. What's the catalyst today? What's the
there's PPI and a few other. Don't we have speakers today, Londell?
No, I think I saw jobs. I think it's
Unemployment.
Oh, the job reports.
Job report.
Yeah.
And PPI. PPI
And
normally
PPI.
is strong.
Yeah, they can, the job reports can affect the market. That thing on CPI yesterday, man, that really affected.
Yeah. So, but
yesterday.
PPI normally have almost the same effect as CPI. It's kind of significant.
It does. That's 8:30 us in 3 minutes. So
Yeah, so we'll see PPI. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I want to see if there's going to be any effect, because it's either going to be. Let's see what's.
Well, I would not get up on those run-ups, so I want puts.
No, because you'll be chasing it. Yeah, I would just wait to see where we want to go.
can you check FSLR for solar?
Oh yeah, that's one I keep saying I had to like.
Yep. And you know what's crazy? And I'm gonna check in a second. Like I'm sitting here because like I'm calculating these gaps between SPY, and this is 443, and this is 449. That's 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. That's a $6.
Yeah, that's what I was saying
gap.
yesterday. Yep.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, that's a higher gap than what we normally calculate, right? With SPY, because I think SPY, we're normally calculating what, like a $3 to $4 gap.
Yes.
But we don't, but we don't have no data.
I
to
know.
really like go back. That's why these moves I think are going to be big, except on the weekly when it comes to like these areas here. This is the only information that I have to be able to determine these support and resistance levels, because even the $3 to $4 gaps, they're like, it's not enough. It's not enough information. It's more heavier over here. That's why the gaps are so big. But if you look at it, I mean, it's pretty much coming close on it. I guess it's creating it now. So you could actually do this. Let's see, 443. And then like 446. So you could kind of use what we've been doing now.
Yeah.
And then 443, 446, 449. So you could do it that way. I don't know. I'm going to relook at it because whatever it's creating now, you could use. But let's look at it. FSLR.
Yeah, First Solar, it's been very volatile. So it's perfect for me. It's perfect for the options because
Yeah, and
it
it's,
moves.
yeah, and it's filling this gap right now. See?
Yeah, it's gonna filling that gap, right? It filled that gap up. And it's trying to fill the gap. So it filled the gap down and now it's trying to fill the gap back up.
Yep. And this is here. That's your area of resistance. It's coming up on it right now because it has your, it can't, it's crazy because like I told, these zones don't lie, man. Look at this. You see how it's, did we draw this before this started moving up? Or I never even know if I use this area as a support because of the coming up now, but you can see that it's been holding this area right here.
Yep.
Like these zones are like really the truth, but this is your resistance level coming up here on it. This is 201.38.
Yeah.
All right, we're at 195, but this is white noise. This is the 1 minute, but it's oversold. So let's look at the 1 hour. Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
That's it.
Ah, thank you. Oh yeah, they got strength. Look at this. They're pointing up. They're above the 200 MA. They're coming up on this resistance.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're coming up on this resistance. But again, once you get to this resistance, you got to be careful because this could be a possible rejection.
What's
See how
what's
it's
the
rejected.
what's the number for this? What's
The
the level?
resistance. It's 201.7, 201.79. And they're above the 200 MA. They got strength. They're coming up. Let me see what the 1 hour. I bet you the 1 hour is overbought. Well, it's not as overbought, but yeah. So that's your level there. What's your does anybody know what the ATR is on them?
Let me see. I think it was quite high when I had seen it. So let's see. FSLR, right? Mm-hmm. 731.
731.
Yes. So that's quite big. That's
188.
That's
high.
quite high. So the ATR is the average true range over a period, right? It's not daily, right?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it's pretty much like the average they move per day. Yeah.
Yeah.
But remember it changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that is like it doesn't move that much per day. I've been following this. The most this moves per day is probably like $3.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. But that's the ATR. That's the most it can move per day.
That's
But
because sometimes they calculate these big moves. Like you see like this big,
Yeah.
especially if it's been having like a lot of like these pullbacks. So remember
Yeah.
they count the pullbacks too. So
and
it's
the
an
chart,
average.
yeah.
Yeah, it's an average between down and up. and then they just kind of like
Yeah,
calculate.
because like Spy's 681, but Spy doesn't really move that much every day, you know. So
But if you look at this one, the reason why I like this one is that the swings are consistent. Up, down, up, down, up, down.
Like
It's
they
like
pull
it doesn't.
back.
that's what I like. Shoot.
And
Yeah.
you know what? They just broke out of this recent resistance that they kept rejecting. See how when they hit this high of 202.2 and they
Mhm.
fell below it and they couldn't break this wall right here. Like this wall has been a struggle for them. You can see that.
Yeah.
Rejection, 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 came back down to this support level, fell below it. This became resistance. They got back above it, which was above the 200 MA. Now at the wall, rejection, rejection, and then like a little rejection here. And then now they're above it. So the fact that they're above it, they're now holding this wall 193.6 is new support, and then the new resistance is going to be up here. So we'll do 198.9 for the new resistance.
Wow, and that's a triple top, right? It's like you can see the
Well, like
the
right here.
perfect yeah.
Or you can, you can see how, and it's crazy because it depends on what your eye go to. Because
And you can see a W,
Exactly.
yeah, the
you
W
can
from
see a
the yeah.
W, you can see a little flag here, you can see,
Wow.
Yeah. Oh
that,
yeah, right.
you can see this. I swear to God, it just literally depends on like
Yeah, and how you look. Yes.
Yep. And we'll say, we'll use that one.
Yeah.
And then you got the little pole, and then you got the
Yeah.
flag. But either way, it's bullish patterns.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's gonna either be, you know what I mean, like your bullish pattern, or it's gonna be, if it's in the other direction, you'll see like bearish patterns. But anyway, like I see this little mini flag came here at the 200 MA. So of course, if the breakout, once we break out of this little flag, if it goes in this direction here, between the flag right now is here and here, because that's where it's been consolidating. And this is the hourly, so you'll get a little bit more white noise. But you can see how in the last, 5 or 6 hours, it's been consolidating here. So this would probably be your best entry point over here, which is 193. Let's see where we're at right now. Yep, we're coming back down to it. See?
Yeah, 193 for a call, 200 for 201 or 200 for a put.
Yeah, or do like 198. That's
Yeah.
what I calculated on the hourly. Yeah, because I use this here, but still, yes, around this area. Still, you're right on it. Is that what you had prior? Is that what you had before I looked at it?
Yeah, I had 200 for a put.
Okay.
And then what'd you have for a call?
I wasn't gonna do a call because I thought it was
Yeah, it had
I
moved.
didn't want to chase it. I didn't want to chase it. I didn't want
Oh,
to chase
that's
it, right?
fine too. If you're just waiting for the put, you can at the high is fine.
Yeah.
But the call is, it's around 193. I just wanted to check your levels because you guys are getting very accurate with your levels. It's crazy. Do you feel that and when you're trading too, like you feel accurate with your levels?
Yes, yes.
You know, I first of all, I had a very good teacher.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Right. Second of all, I like this group conversation because sometimes, when you do it by yourself, you do the levels and then you kind of you move
Second
away
guess.
from it. You move
Yeah.
away from it because there's so much noise and so much other like stocks calling your name.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But this helps you stay grounded, right? It's like,
Yeah. Yep. And that's the thing too. I know that feeling where, like you said, it's like a bunch of stocks calling your name, and it's like you done did your homework here, but now you're moving all the way over there, and it's a matter of them
yeah, because everybody's talking
Yeah.
about X, Y, and Z, and what.
Yeah. But that's why, that's why I stay with the same stocks every day, and I analyze them too. It's like you said, to stay grounded. But it's nice when you guys call out other stocks and stuff to look, because it also helps put it together. Like, where is these stocks compared to where is the market, and are they moving with the market? Where are they at? And that's so it's really it's good learning for all of us. But I love to see you guys accurately able to find your levels for entry and exit. That's the freaking core of trading, to be able to find where to get in and where to get out, because that's where people struggle. They struggle because they're either chasing the trade because they don't know like good areas to get in, or either
Entry
they
and
have,
exit.
yeah, or they don't want to exit because they don't, you know what I mean? Like they don't realize that they're like about
Yeah.
to lose all of it.
But that's one of the things you stressed to us, and made it, and trust me, that was the key turning for me in this, that the accurate entry and exit.
Yeah,
Everything depends on that, you know. So.
yeah.
Yeah, two
Can we
two
look at
2 weeks.
Walmart too? Now
Yeah.
that Londell has his stocks.
Oh, nice, nice.
Because there's another thing like I try to do is, you know, stocks, look for stocks that has had like big upwards and downward movements. So it's like look for them that those that are towards the demand zone and the supply zones.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, you can ride back up,
So you
or,
can
you know,
wait, yeah, and you want
quickly.
you, like you said, you look for them to wait to see if they're close to either area because you don't want to catch it in the middle. you know?
Exactly. And
That's
then
like
I
here, like it would be stupid to ride it in the middle. You would want to wait till either they get here or they get, you know what I mean, down the bottom.
exactly.
And what I did too, guys, because like I don't know, I just can't sit with that freaking $6-7 gap with SPY.
I
Because
know.
so whatever they just created now, this is what I'm using. I'm using this little bit of movement that they created because they did push above 440. They pushed above this area, which was the 446. So now we're sitting on it as new support because they got this high of 447. So holding this level, I can see them taking it up to the 449 area, which
Yeah.
I did see them doing that even before this level here, but I'm creating this here because it's just that gap is too wide. That gap is very wide.
Yes, you,
Huh?
you had a indicator, a demand zone and supply zone indicator, and I still have it on mine.
Are
But I
you
noticed it's
using
been
it?
falling through. It's been falling through, either falling through or busting above those demand and supply zones for some reason.
Well, it depends on what time frame. What are you looking at? Which time frames?
I got to double check. I think
Because
it may have been.
remember, they're different on each time frame.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if it's on the lower time frames, they're probably falling and busted in below and above, especially if the markets are moving fast. So when the markets are moving fast like that, like how they just been kind of like whoop, how it's been going like this, you're gonna probably see it busting through the demand zones. So make sure, I mean the supply zones. So make sure you're looking at the higher time frames because those are more like solid levels because they change
Got it.
depending on what time frame you're on, you know. So I'd say look at either the 4-hour or daily to see where they're sitting at, because if you're looking at it from like 5, 15, and 30-minute, yeah, you'll probably see them busting above and below. I like it, but as you can see, I don't have it on my charts because even with the Fibonacci, like I'll probably put the Fibonacci up there just a little bit sometimes to confirm my levels, but when you get it yourself, you're going to be more accurate either way, you know, because remember those supply and demand zones indicators, they like recalculate as the market moves, but I don't think anything is as accurate as your own eye, because when you do it with your own eye, you're
Yes.
actually following price in the moment,
Yeah.
right? With those indicators, they always lag. Look at this. It's trying to keep going above.
I know,
insane.
exactly.
So what we're at 842 now. So whatever came out, I did see some fall.
Yeah, because I was thinking no movement, and then all of a sudden it started moving.
Yeah, but they're like they hit a high of 4. Yeah, they're coming to 449, guys. Now, will they bust through 449 before
No, they need to
hitting
retest.
454? I don't know, but I just know they're strong right now. And let me see if these because what was one at another resistance level? It was some at resistance, not this one. It was another one. Which one did you have me? Which one did you want to look at, Ruth Ann?
Walmart. Walmart was doing good, but then it started doing crazy.
I like your diversification, Ruth.
Thanks, Londa.
You said what?
He likes my diversification.
Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to show you guys on Walmart too. So
Nice.
with Walmart, this is just a big picture look. So you see how they've been kind of consolidating in this rectangle for a very long time, right? So this is your support now, because you can see for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, they've been able to hold this area, and we're closer to the ceiling now. But in the last 2, 3 years, we've been support, resistance. These are swing trade moves, guys. These are big time, like swing traders, yeah, like moves. So these would be a position you want to take down here, hold it, probably go out a year to the top at resistance. So, and it's not, you wouldn't expect a breakout here, because you need at least a year of consolidation between a rectangle before a breakout occurs. But you can see how they go between levels. So support here, resistance here, resistance at the top, support at the bottom, and you can see they created it. So this would be like an entry, and I like, okay, we know this is resistance because they already took it here. This is support because this is where it broke out at. You see how it broke out here, it came back, tested new support. This is what I mean about the retest. And you see how long it took to test it, but you see they came back to it, right? So they broke out here. So now that they broke out here, this was resistance, rejection, rejection, rejection. Now, finally, they broke out. It became the new support. They never fell below it after they broke out of it. They take it to the top here. This was the breakout. So they break out, take it here. Okay, so now we just created a new resistance. We rejected it, came back down to support, retested it as new support. It was the resistance. So this is what I mean about the retest. This is why I say, if you're going to get in when they retest support. Remember, retesting support is around 420, just like with Walmart. Retesting Walmart as new support is back at 129, which is where the breakout was. So this is why I keep saying, guys, we got to wait for the retest, because when they broke out of SPY, they broke above the 417 level. So now SPY is holding, right? The 417 level as now new support. So eventually stocks will come back, retest the level, but now as new support instead of resistance. And then that would be your entry. Right. Boom. Same thing with SPY. Why am I waiting for 454? Because I'm waiting for it to get to the top. You know what I mean? For puts, I don't want to get in the middle of this shit. I want to wait till it hits its highest point and then take position. First target, second target. Okay. Then retest, which is now your calls, because you're retesting the level as new support. So as long as it holds, now you can take your position on calls and you can ride the wave up. Okay. So this is my strategy. Okay. That's what I'm looking at with SPY, and you can see it right here, how I'm looking at it, right? So, but we know that sometimes, especially when it's strong, it doesn't fall all the way back down. And like here, this is the first target, but you can see like the first target is here. But we're in the early stages because we just broke out. So more than likely, it'll probably come back down and test all the way down to 417. Until it consolidates, and then boom. Then once you get to the end of consolidation, then a lot of times you'll see it like this is a bullish pattern. You know, it's been rejecting this wall for a long time. That's why we look for rectangles on higher time frames. It's been consolidating at least a year. You want 8 months to a year of consolidation before you're anticipating a breakout, because you need multiple rejections, because stocks will consolidate from support to resistance, support to resistance, support to a resistance until the breakout occurs. We never know when the breakout occurs, but we can kind of follow the stock, and we can see the strength. Like we can see the strength in here because we can see it squeezing right now. Like before it was touching support here, it came to touch support here, but now you can see support is up here. So that's why I drew my support here. So right here, we're at Walmart. So we're going to look at the big picture. Resistance 1, rejection. Resistance 2.
What are the levels there right there?
Rejection. So this here is, I'd say about 154, 155, 155 for resistance. And then support, you got 140. Okay. And then, because I've been eyeing Walmart too.
Oh, really?
I've been eyeing Walmart, but more for a longer position. But
and exactly.
But the thing about Walmart too is what I'm looking at is it could possibly break out. Like I wouldn't take puts here right now. Not right now, because we've done had 1 rejection, 2 rejection, 3 rejection, 4 rejection, and right now the market is strong. So Walmart, you could get a breakout with Walmart. So you got to be careful, because Walmart's been consolidating for a long time. Okay.
Right. I
But
made money when it was going up. You see, between that consolidation, like up to the 155.
yeah, let
So,
me look at it and see where we're at now. So you can see, we're back here at 155. So you can see we're a little bit above it, which is this resistance, right? We had this little pole right here. We're creating this flag. Like, I'm not surprised. I would not be surprised if Walmart was able to push past these levels. And remember, if you look here at the monthly,
mhm,
this is new highs for Walmart. You know what I mean? This is
exactly.
new highs. And that's why a lot of people are looking at Walmart, because there may be some catalysts out there for it. I don't know. But I know a lot of people's eyes is on Walmart, but as an analyst, I can see that this stock may be ready to pop.
Because it's trying. You
It's
see,
ready to pop.
it did 1, 2, 3. It's trying.
Yeah, and look, you can even see the pole here. You can see the flag
Exactly.
here, or rectangle, however you want to look at
Yes.
it. But for like a new trader, like one that starts swinging and they're new at swinging,
Mhm.
rectangles are the easiest. This is how my mentor showed me. He's like, you know what, Desiree? He said, don't look at, he said, just look at the rectangle box. And as
I'm
long as they've been
starting
consolidating
rectangles.
between 8 months to a year, they could be ready to pop. But you can see Walmart's been consolidating longer.
Yes.
So, and you've had multiple rejections in the past. So we could have a breakout with Walmart. And I think a lot of people have their eyes on them right now, because
Yep.
I see it a lot in the community where people are really looking at Walmart.
Early.
Is there catalyst with them that's entertaining people right now?
No,
No, not that you know of.
I know of. I mean, sometimes like Robinhood would put little things, like little news items, but I wasn't really paying too much. Oh, because no,
Nothing. Okay. So
nothing
here,
significant.
so you can see here that we're sitting on this level here, and with Walmart. So we closed at 155.04. Let me see where we're at now. We're up here. 155.3. So we're trying to open up above it. Yeah, we're at the 200 MA. Yeah, we got strength here. Look at this. That's on the 30-minute. Let me look at the 1 hour. We're trying to bust above this 200 MA here too.
Yeah.
1 hour. 4 hour. Yeah, we're a push and pull at 155. See, this is the 155 on the big time frame that I just showed you guys. See,
Okay.
155 here, which is your resistance level. Trying to push it above. You go back to the 4 hour, you're right here on top of it. So with Walmart, all I have to say,
Oh, keep watching.
be careful. Yeah, I don't know if you want to take position with Walmart. I don't know.
No, I'm watching. Yeah, I'm watching.
Hey, Des.
Yeah.
So I just remembered. So I kept forgetting to draw trend lines, right? So I just drew a trend line on SPY from the high of, oh my goodness, what was this? This is I think it was on the daily, right? On the daily from, which date was this? I think it was November 29th, 2022. Hitting those highs.
Where? Right here?
Oh.
Down here?
Let me see. Where are you?
That's October.
No. Go over to November. Go over to the next high.
Oh, here, November. Hold on, where
Yeah.
the up here or down here?
Yeah. Go to the top. Yeah.
Oh,
Somewhere
okay.
around there.
Over
Go
here,
back,
right here?
And then, yeah, and then see if you could draw a trend line going up.
Like that?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Right. And it seemed as though that, like, the net, like it goes right to the 449.
449
Mm-hmm.
up here.
Yeah. Because sometimes it bounces off the trend lines, right?
Unless you keep going.
Or bust through the trend lines and come back to test the trend line.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me keep these trend lines also on my charts.
Extend to the right.
What were you thinking, Lundell?
If you extend to the right, it goes up here. So this is the one we're talking about, the 454.
Yeah.
Will come up here, which would extend that trend line up. but we need more movement.
So it could either reverse at the 449.
Or it could break out of
Or
it and then reject
break
the
out of it.
454.
Yeah, break out of it and come back down to test the trend line.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Needs to come back down at 449. Because I'm taking a put at 449.
Me too.
Alright, so let's look at it though. Let's look at it from here. Let's see, 449, 444. Let's see, 45. Let's go to 449 and see where. Okay, right there. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. Support here, support here. And see how you got, I think I had it at 454. You see these little gaps right here, little
Mhm.
gap right there, kind of little gap right here, right here.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's 449. And the reason why I had it at 454, because I had it right on top of it. See?
Yeah. Got it. Okay.
But it's kind of an iffy, like it could go either way. You know what I mean? Because the close here, a close here, kind of a tip here. I mean, I guess we could just be safe and say 450, 451, 452. I don't know. 449 is right there.
Yeah, 449 is for a quick swing, and then I have another target. I'm using your target at 454.
Yeah,
But I think
454.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah, I think
we want to look at
before-
the we want to look at the overall rejection though. You know what I mean? Like where
Mhm.
would the rejection be? Let's go there. Okay, look out. It's on top of here, on top of here, kind of
Mhm.
touched here, on top of here, on top of here. See,
Right.
guys, this is what I do. I'm very detailed.
Yes.
Now
it's
that
close
we're
to
pointing
a
this stuff out, I'm like, oh, in it. This is how we do, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. All right, so this is 452.61. This
Mhm.
might be a better entry here.
Yeah.
452, in case it don't hit that 454, right? So you got the 452. I mean, either way, around this area is your mark.
Yeah.
In this area is your mark, to be honest, like either way. And then your retest here. And that's like, that's your breakout. And think about Walmart, guys. So and when we was looking at Walmart, and I like to
Yeah.
show you guys other charts to kind of see, let you see like what we're looking at. So
Mhm.
by you can see the 11-month consolidation in these zones here, right?
Yeah.
But you can see that as it's coming, okay, it rejects, comes back down, and we knew this 375. Y'all remember this 375 level? I know y'all do.
Yes. Oh, definitely.
Level.
Yes.
We kept coming back down.
How could we forget 374,
Right.
375?
Yeah, but you can see here all of this time of consolidation, and what is it doing? It's squeezing before the breakout. So
Yes.
you see how it never even touches 375 for these in these months. So you
Yeah.
had February, March, April, May, June breakout, right? And we would have seen this, like if I was still doing the pre-market show with you guys around this time.
Yes. Oh,
because-
definitely. Because you spoke about it.
Yeah, about the breakout happening and then it squeezing like this. Oh yeah, I would have been like, oh yeah, we're coming, you know. But that's kind of what the Walmart looks like right now. So you see how we had how I drew the first support and the second support with Walmart, and how in early stages we were retesting the new level as support and we were touching that area. But as time went by, you could see that we couldn't even take it to the second support. The last support no more. We was like in mid, because what happens is it creates higher lows.
Yes.
Low, a little
That
higher.
was what, the whole 12
higher.
months it did that?
What?
Before the
What, here?
breakout was 12 months, yes, a year before the breakout was back.
So we can say this was the first time it came all the way down, and this was your doji that was
Yeah,
created.
that was the
a
doji
continuation.
Yeah.
Continuation doji at support. So we'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, 12.
Yeah, like a year exactly. Yeah.
13.
Right
This is the
after.
breakout.
And then it broke out.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this was your sign because look what happened. This candle
Mhm.
closed, the monthly candle, and we would have seen this. I'm telling you.
Yes.
But I seen it though because I texted you, Ruth, and I said, listen,
Yes.
remember in
Yes.
June, I said we're breaking out. I said,
Yes. Yes.
I feel we're breaking out because
Yeah.
of this candle here,
Yeah.
right? And this is what clued me in, right? But I was doing it by myself, but I did text you and Don and tell y'all
Yes. You
June.
did.
Yeah, I
But
feel
we were looking up because you had said that. I mean, you had said that long before, and we were kind of following it with you. So that's why we were kind of mad when,
yeah.
continue, because I'm like, dag,
Yep. Yep. But we broke out here. So, but this was your indication right here. Because look at this candle. It closed above this resistance level.
Yes.
And look at the next candle. The next month it opened up and poop. And we've seen all of the volume. Like I did
Yeah.
anyway, because I could see like all of the strength coming in. And that's when I was like, yeah, we're breaking out. I knew it, but it took 13 months.
Yes.
13 months. Yep, 13 months to do it. But the point is, I was showing you this because let me go back to Walmart, because it's all indications and signs, and
Mhm.
here you can see the signs. So you see how it touched its lowest point here, right? And then it shot all the way back up here. Now it's coming only back down to this level. And then even the last month here. So it's creating higher lows. You got the low, you got a higher low, and then this is this month's candle. We haven't completed it out, but if we complete this month of July and we can stay above this 155 level, it's signs of breaking. It's sign of breaking. Why I don't know for sure is because, guys, we can have fake out sometimes, right?
Yes.
And then it can close below this resistance level. But if Walmart closes above 155, that's a sign that it's ready to go.
Okay, above 155.
Above
So
155.
it's been consolidating now for months before.
Yeah.
Like
And this level, you can see it's actually been rejecting it. But what I like about Walmart right now is that we did open up above this 155 level in the month of July, but we need to confirm that it can stay above.
Right.
So once July ends into August, then if it stays above, it could be a potential breakout. I know people who trade breakouts. I don't trade breakouts, but I know, I would rather just get in at the bottom and take it to the top and ride it up. But there is people that I know, really good traders, who trade breakouts, but that would be your confirmation for a breakout trade. Is if we can hold this level, stay above it, and then the next month in August, open up above this 155 or a little higher, that signs a breakout. Just like with SPY, right? So we closed above in the month of May, right? This is a little tiny little bit. We closed above it because we didn't. That was your confirmation right there. Okay, we closed above it. And then what happened in June? We opened up above it, which shot up, right? In Walmart, if we can, this is like your Walmart candle right now. This is your July candle that hasn't completed its formation. So if your July candle can stay above this 155 and close above it, and then in August, you can stay above it, that's a sign of your breakout. This is the same exact pattern, guys. Look at this, support, resistance. I mean, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, squeezing, higher lows. Now you're at this last candle. If we can stay above it, possible breakout. It's all just patterns. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's kind of like where we are with Walmart. So that's why I said just be careful. We may be just stagnant in that area right now in the 155 where there's not too much movement in this month, because the buyers are pushing to close above it. If we can close above the 155, we're looking at the monthly candle too. If we can close above 155, that's signs that Walmart is about to go. Okay. So it's good to keep your eye. That's why my eyes are on them right now. My eyes are on them because I'm looking to see, and I study patterns too, guys. So even if I'm not taking the trade in certain stocks, I'm studying the pattern. And that's the thing. You want to, like me being able to see SPY like this and me being able to see why I'm comparing the patterns, because when you are taking plays, these are the things that you're looking at, you know what I mean, for potential breakouts when you're getting in. Why is SPY a good one right now for me? Because they just broke out. So the likelihood of them coming back and retesting support is high. The likelihood of us coming back to test Walmart right now is low because they're squeezing. So taking a put here is not going to be as advantageous for me as it would for me to take a put with SPY, because if I take a put with SPY, it's like taking it right here. So it's more than likely going to come all the way back down to retest, right? But if I take a put here, because we're squeezing and creating higher lows, I could just get maybe this little bit of move right here, right? Before it comes back up to resistance again and then tries to break, right? And or it may not even come back down because it's trying to break above this level. Yeah. So those are the small details that you want to look at when you're thinking about like your exit and entries right now. Apple would be a good puts play once it see, look at this. Apple's a good puts play right here. If we can close below this level here, though, we need to close below the 187, because if we can close below the 187, that's going to create, you will see some heavy, you'll see the sellers coming in. Right. You'll see the sellers coming in. This is the support right here. So if we can close below this level here, 187, I think it was like 187, and then we can open up in the month of August below that level, 187. You can see sellers are coming in. Pullback is coming through, right? And then here's your target, 174. And remember, when the bears come in, they come in hard. So when you get those moves, those bearish moves, they go fast. So your P&L goes up faster if you're in the right side of the track, right? That's why if y'all ever notice when you get puts, your P&L is like 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%, right? It goes up fast because the moves are very fast. So you got to be very strategic with the bears. So that's why bears, like for me, I don't trade a lot with bears, but there are some times when it's like, it's almost perfect. You know what I mean? It's like almost perfect setup for a pullback. So that's kind of like, possible with Apple. If we can get below this level, I may take Apple with SPY. The SPY
that's another trend line on Apple on the hourly. From the high of 194.48.
Right there, right here.
Yeah, 194.48, and you can catch the high, those highs.
The upside, right? Yes.
Going where, this way, like this?
Yep, that's like that.
Just like this. Look, that's your confluence too. And here is your confluence. Which is 188. So again, closing below this level.
Definitely bring it back. See how that's actually.
Closing below the level
188
is what we're looking at. But if we close above it, then you know what I mean. It's not time yet. But if we can close below it and open up in the month of August even lower, then that's your signs that they may want to pull back to 175. So that's where the patience come in, guys. Like you really gotta wait for this shit to tell you what it wants to do. You're looking for the little bit of signs. Okay, can we close in the month of July below this level? And where are we opening up in August? If we're opening up right here in August below the level we close in, bam. You know what I mean? That's like, it's like literally a bow and arrow on this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like
Londell, we could strategize to make some money as a team, Londell.
Yes.
Yeah, my team, they used to call me a ninja.
That's correct. That's why we know we're on the right team, right, Londell?
Ninja.
We are gonna make some money.
Yeah, and it's good, guys, just to practice, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Practice, like to look at these, and I'll go through this with you guys and just even practice in it, because
Yes.
If we can at least, because I started out with paper trade, everybody does. You know what I mean? Nobody's
Well,
exempt.
no, I'm learning the benefits of it. I didn't. I wish I did.
Well, you had to go through your process. I told
Yes.
you about my gambling problem with Netflix and freaking all kinds of other crazy
But
stuff,
talking about
right?
Netflix, Des, why haven't you looked at Netflix?
And I'm not messing with Netflix. Okay.
I mean, it's been doing pretty good.
Yeah, but those things leave psychological trauma.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
trust
that,
me.
like
Yeah,
this
trust
was
me. I
a
know.
very traumatizing move. Like if this move can happen like this,
Man. But
that
but
was
think of the
that was
rewards
just my
though,
favorite
Des.
stock until it got here. Once it got here, I was done with Netflix. I just
No, but think of the rewards though. I mean, something like that, great rewards. Lundell, I mean, we would have benefited from a big put.
That's
well,
true.
the thing is, and you can, oh man, and you can see like with Netflix too, like they had this poll. I mean, they came here on this 200 MA, and I kind of like had a feeling they were gonna come up and stuff. But I knew this was the resistance, but they're breaking through resistance patterns and everything. But they've been going for some time too. So once a stock goes for a certain period, you got to be careful because they could be on their way to pull back too. I really feel pullbacks coming in the market soon, guys.
Yeah, me too. Thank you for saying that.
Because even though we're feeling all this bullish momentum, we're feeling all of these runs, still at the end of the day, these pullbacks are coming and we got to prepare for them. And we're at resistance levels. We could be breaking out. There could be breakouts happening and all of a sudden, shoot, a rush of like the bears coming in. Either way, they're coming soon. I feel
lots of overbought.
and I don't know how long. But they're coming.
Well, that's why I'm being cautious.
Yeah, it is a time that you want to be cautious. And I think going long anything right now is not advantageous for long term. Now, your little swing 2-3 day trades, and of course your day-to-day trades, because we have strength in the market. Yeah, I think it's safer. But in terms of going out any further, it's not safe right now. So it's good just to wait for the pullbacks. But with Netflix, you can see we're above the 200 MA here. We're coming up on a resistance for Netflix here. So this is your resistance with Netflix, which is about
what number is that?
This is 504. I took an entry at Netflix at 500 in June, right? In June, it was the year before last. That's when I had made my move, and I moved because 500 was my target. That was my target for support at that time because I took it to like 6 something. Here, it's coming up on resistance. So you got rejection coming here. Trust me, because that support was a very strong support when I took that call entry, right? We were sitting on that support for almost a year. Okay. Now we felt
the
below.
504 support.
Yeah, now we're coming up on this 500 again, but now as resistance, not support. So this is actually this could be a good put
entry. Yes.
Coming back down over here.
That's what I'm watching it for.
75-ish area. But yeah, guys, we are at 911 again. We are 911.
Really?
I'm gonna let you. I know.
London, you need to stop that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm freaking CNBC right now. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go this morning. But this is a good view to see like what's happening in the markets, and this helps us stay cautious too. Okay.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Take care, everyone.
All right, bye guys.
All right, Londell.
See you.
Bye, Des. Have a good day.